Monday Night Raw debut on Netflix. It's tonight. Might as well say it's tonight. It's Monday. It's officially
Yeah.
Monday. We've got Tribal Combat, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
We've got the main event, Punk and Rollins, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. We've got Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and a few other matches that they thrown in between, I believe. If you could just give me your prediction to some of these bigger matches that I just named, I think they threw LA Knight and Shinsuke Nakamura in there. Did they or did they not? No, 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 no. They
SmackDown,
did.
I think. That's
SmackDown.
next week on.
That's for
Yeah.
SmackDown. Okay, great, great, great. Um, just trying to make sure I didn't leave out any of the important matches. For no, what about McIntyre and Uso? Are they fighting? No, they're not. They're not fighting either.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, they are for Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these are the matches. Your thoughts on how they're going to go, real quick. I know we got to get out of here. I just want you to
Yeah.
just say something about the Monday Night Raw, and we'll try to get back in here immediately after the show. But at least the audience will have all day today, our wrestling listeners anyway. Uh, all
Not
right.
to spoil it
So,
for people, but I don't think there's a chance in hell that Roman wins that match tomorrow night. Well, tonight. He doesn't need the title of tribal chief anymore. And in my opinion, if he was going to be tribal chief again, they wouldn't have given him the original tribal chief merchandise. Why would he need that? So I don't think there's a chance in hell he wins that. He's a babyface now, so they've got to create some adversity. He's got to overcome something. Um, I don't even know if it's the Rock interference, but from what I saw Friday, I think that Paul Heyman heel turn that I talked about a while ago, I do think is right around the corner, and I think we see a Paul Heyman heel turn, probably kind of similar to the Paul Bearer heel turn on the Undertaker, if you remember that. But that's what I'm looking forward to the most is to see what kind of adversity they create. I think we're going to get a Penta, was it El Cielo Meadow from from AEW from the what
yeah,
was the tag team name?
Lucha Brothers.
Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna get a half of the Lucha Brothers sighting. Shame on Tony Khan that we can't get the full thing. And man, I think it's gonna be full of surprises. Full of surprises. We know The Rock has committed to being there. I don't know what capacity. I don't know if he's going to come out and interrupt the match or we don't know. We just know that it is going to be a big night. I'm excited. I think everybody's excited. But that's what I'm looking forward to most is to see how that match ends, how they come up with a way for Solo to win. Because just think if Solo loses, where does he go from there?
You're right. Where does he go from there? But
They
I
spent
think,
all the time investing in building him up just to bring him back down.
yeah,
He's going to win the match.
that's the key that we don't really know how they're going to do this. A lot of people think Roman Reigns is going to win because they're assuming, and I know we shouldn't do that, but they're assuming that this is going to end. Like this is the end of the bloodline stuff after Monday night.
No,
Well, there's been
it
some hints
doesn't.
it's going to end right here. So that's why some people think Roman Reigns gets the Ulafala. He's the original tribal chief or the only tribal chief, and that's the end of the story. However, as you're saying though, Terrence, yes, yeah, where would Solo go from a loss? He probably does need to win. What will Roman go from a loss? A lot. Chasing whoever screwed him out of winning this match, getting his Ulafala back, trying to get his family back and be the leader of the bloodline, tribal chief. This is definitely where the Rock, I think, pops up. And I think they're swerving us by not making it the main event. People were thinking that the Rock would not be there because it's not the main event. I think they open up the show with this stuff. I mean, like if the main event is Punk and Rollins. Yeah.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
forgot about Punky Robbins.
But it's been confirmed pretty much that The Rock will be there. He was at the Golden Globes Sunday night, and that's in LA. They're in the Intuit Dome tonight in LA. So I think he'll be there. Well, he will be there. He's pretty much said it himself. He went on Twitter or IG and he said something about what did he say? I thought I had that. Yeah, he did. He did say something. He said after 20 years of proudly carrying in our culture with me around the world, I can't wait to soon return back home to Samoa. I already have chills just thinking about it. Until then, I'll come back home to WWE. Until then, I'm sorry. I'll come back home to WWE tomorrow night as we make history on Netflix and begin a new exciting era. He also said it will be net. It will be no, that's it for The Rock. Something else I'm about to read. Triple H said. So yeah, he's gonna be there, and I'm told that they will be honoring the High Chief. Would that be his grandfather? I believe. And he's gonna be the new High Chief or something like that. There's this theory going around about the three fingers that he threw up, and the cutthroat symbol that he gave at Bad Blood when he showed up at the end of the main event, and Paul Heyman throwing those same three fingers up this past SmackDown. Everything that you're saying about the betrayal of Paul Heyman betraying Roman Reigns could very well happen, and that would very well be the reason why Roman doesn't get the win here. Rock does need to say that he was a part of this whole thing, and the only thing I don't like about that is that means they're going Rock and Roman, and I'm thinking if they're gonna go, I think they should go Rock and Cody. Don't give me. Remember what happened in April? He put something in his hand, and he said, "Don't you ever break my heart again." And he said, "I gotta leave, but I'm coming back, and when I'm coming back, I'm coming back for you, whether you're the champion or not, whether you still got the title or not." He asked, could he hold his title? The Rock
Yeah.
held Cody's title for a minute, so you can't let that just go away and like we forgot about that. You just done that in 2024, April of 2024 at that. So let's not come back in January 25 and act like that never happened. And you go back to the match that we were gonna have last WrestleMania before you had to pivot. But if it happens the way you said it though, Terrence, they're going Rock and Roman. But I think it should be Rock and Cody. And I heard it was going to be Roman and Punk. But nobody really knows exactly what they're going to do. That's why tonight is very important because I think we
You
will
know
hear
what?
a lot more.
I don't. I do not envy Triple H's decision making right now because he's got a lot of pieces to play with. And if you remember this time last year, he had a lot of injuries and had to try to figure out where to put people. They had to pivot a little bit. Even the year before that, they had to pivot some because Cody got hurt the year before that.
Correct.
But this year, it seems like everybody's healthy, and this really could be. They say it every year, but this really could be the biggest WrestleMania ever, just on the fact that he's got all these big names at their best right now, and they all, for right now, and I hope it stays that way. They're all healthy. Um, because there's also John Cena back into the mix, and there's a rumor that it could be him and Cody, and John Cena could possibly break Flair's record at Mania, or there's all those possibilities there. There's a possibility that Cody could lose it before the end, and you could have another scenario. So there's a lot of pieces in place. Triple H has got his doggone hands full, and we haven't even talked about Gunther's world title, and I think Braun Breaker is going to be the successor there. But then what do you do with Braun Breaker and his Intercontinental title? And so, hey, Triple H has his work cut out for him. I don't envy that man at all.
Me either. I just hope he gets it right. I just hope he does it right. There's a lot of different ways he could go with it, but let's just finish what we started. That's what I say. And as far as Cody and Cena, I would say no. I think that would be the dumbest match they could make. I know to some people it sounds good, but who are we gonna cheer for here? New babyface or old babyface? If that's what this is about, would he actually put Cena over? No, he shouldn't. I'm hearing about the passing of the torch, but they don't have to be in this match for him to pass the torch. Cody's already got the torch. I mean, Cena, and you've been gone for a while now. So this whole retirement tour, I would say if he's gonna go for 17, do it with Gunther. I would say Cena Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Let's do that. But then again, I think Goldberg is actually gonna come back for Gunther. But I don't know, man. I would do Cena Gunther. I would do Cody Rock. I would do Reigns and Punk. That's how I would do it. I'm hearing we're still going to get Punk and Rollins at WrestleMania. I don't see how that's possible. They're fighting on Raw, a match that was probably going to be a WrestleMania match. They're giving it to Netflix. They may give them another match at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, but I still see this being over with by Elimination Chamber. I just can't see this stretching out to WrestleMania. They could probably do it knowing Triple H, but yeah, I don't know. We're just kind of fantasy booking here. We'll see how it goes, though. We all know Rhea Ripley's gonna win the title. She's gonna be the champion. Liv was gonna, lose her belt just like Nia Jax just lost her belt on Friday Night SmackDown. The rumors are Becky Lynch is gonna return. Charlotte Flair is gonna return. It's all a matter of when, not if, but when. Is it gonna be Netflix tonight? Is it gonna be the Rumble? We heard that there will be Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the Women's WWE Championship. That's not what I want to see, but that's the rumors. That's probably who she's coming back for. So Tiffany Stratton can't be a baby. I mean, she can be a baby face, I guess. But they hadn't really said that that's what she is yet. Eternally on the page and everything, she still showed as a heel. But I'm hearing that Charlotte's coming back as a heel and a darker version of it. And if that's true, then yeah, she's coming back for Stratton. We'll see. But right now, her and Nia just needs to kind of finish this. Nia doesn't need to just leave, tuck her tail and run. She needs to come back and, going back on that chase. You don't think you're going to get away with this, do you? And yeah, it should be something going on between those two, between now and the end of Rumble. But we'll see. Is there anything else that you're looking for tonight on where they can make history or they can really have you on the edge of your seat? Just anything before we close.
I'm just looking forward to the format. This is going to be something totally different. We've never seen any of this. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the format. And by God, I hope Netflix doesn't freeze up.
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's going to be pretty good because I was watching carefully how they done the football games on Christmas, and I didn't see a problem with either one. And they've got a lot of
good.
Yeah, anywhere between 40 to 50 million viewers were watching at the same time. So yeah, that's what the numbers look like, and there was no glitches, so it was much better. The Tyson Paul fight actually might have helped Netflix out because they did a much better job this time. So I think that's how it'll probably go. And I'll close the show with this because Terrence was asking me in pre-production, is Raw's debut on Netflix tonight going to be a 3-hour program on a weekly basis? And I couldn't answer that question because I don't know. And I really didn't get an answer, Terrence. But Triple H was in an interview with Sports Illustrated today, and he said that to answer the same question, he asked the same question you asked me, and he said it will be flexible. It will be flexible in, I don't necessarily know the time constraints of network television or cable television apply, but it's a slightly different platform. Much likely many episodic shows, much like any episodic shows, they have the ability to do whatever the show needs to have done. In this episode, if this episode needs to go an hour, great, it's an hour. If it needs to go 48 minutes, it's going 48 minutes. So basically, we don't know how long it's going to be. It's going to be just like one of your favorite series that you binge watch. And you notice how one episode in an hour series, it's 58 minutes, but then another one was only 46 minutes. Whatever time it takes to get it done. So I don't know if we're going to be watching it past the 9 o'clock hour or the 10 o'clock hour. Well, Central Time, that is for us. But that's it. That's all I know. So can't wait to see how that's going to go. But as you said, Terrence, earlier, this is probably going to be a heavy, lock-loaded night, though. Whatever we see tonight probably won't, look like that every week after that. That's what I would say.
I agree with that.
But if I could, I wish, and I know they won't do this. Triple H said that they're going to be still the same TVPG. There's just no reason they're doing all the things that people want them to do. You don't believe it? I actually kind of do. The way he broke it down on how he's heard clean comedy and it still can be just as good as the comedians dropping F-bombs on stage and all of that. I think they really are going to kind of still go with that? Will it be something that we never really hear on cable TV? Yeah, here or there, possibly. But I think it'll be fine if they can just stop, stop muting the crowd. Stop muting the crowd when they're giving the holy shits and whatever.
Mm.
They don't have to mute that out. But my last thing is, I wish if they ever really did change a little bit, I wish the WWE would try to do, if it's 3 hours, the first 90 minutes, why can't it be TVPG? And then the last 90 minutes,
Yeah.
kind of TV 14. Let's kind of do what let's kind of do what Cartoon Network to do. The first 90 minutes is Cartoon Network. The last 90 minutes is Adult Swim. I would be okay with that too. Book it the way where these wrestlers are coming out now. All right, that's enough for the good stuff, the friendly family stuff. Put the kids to bed. This last hour is gonna be crazy. Punk and Rollins is gonna have blood, probably a little bit in the match. Drew McIntyre is gonna do some stuff and drop an F-bomb or something on Jey Uso. The Rock's gonna come out and talk some shit, and he's gonna say some stuff. He's the final boss. He can say whatever he wants to say, but he has to say it on the last 90 minutes show, the last 90 minutes of the show, not the first. That's just what I would do. I know that won't happen either, but that's just something that I, thought that would make the programming good, and it would benefit everybody. The ones who want a little bit more edgier content, and the ones who don't care for it. That's
It's not a bad idea at all.
right. Okay, well, anyway, it's been a good show, a long one, but we're done. We had a lot to cover, but we covered every last bit of it. Terrence, anything you got to say before we get out of here and get ready for this?
Nothing else to say, fans. This is a very, very huge night in wrestling history. So I'm definitely ready to see what it's about and see what the future holds. Tonight is the future.
That's right. That's right. And the road to WrestleMania 41 officially begins tonight, not Royal Rumble. They will have the sign up hanging, the banner hanging tonight on Raw. So, yeah, for the first time, we actually get it a little bit earlier than usual. Tonight is the road to WrestleMania. And we will see Cena. That retirement tour begins tonight. We will see The Rock, I believe. We will see The Rock. And who knows who else. All right, that's it. I'm done. Thank you, Terrence. Good show. Good luck to your team in the playoffs. And congrats. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, man. We're out.